Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 30 on second down, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Cut 19. Ready.
Throwing is Hurts. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll try and throw for him with Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start the drive with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On second and 11 now. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Flush to his right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 39, Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
19. Ready.
But first down, Hurts. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Working with a 2nd and 4. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Dancing to his left. Towards the end zone for Brown. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Balaj is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Kalen Balaj taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Cousins now. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Steps away, airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Play action. Here's Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins completes it to the fullback, Ham. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. On 2nd and inches, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. He's going to have the first down and then some. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's Cousins on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kirk Cousins scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And one more time, that's Watkins. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. but he could not pull it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll get this into the hands of Huntley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Hey, no, easy. Listen to me. Flex. Hey, receiver.
Now Cousins on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here's Hurts to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll look to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, a 24-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Cousins again. And this one complete to Smith. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, no, easy.
To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Listen to me.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles.
So, my man, another touchdown. They are looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nuwanger now from his end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Cousins to throw it. And this is Cook with the grab. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Cousins now. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing is Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins.
Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And they have secured a spot.
You gotta choose.